This is the 34th video in a series of videos that study the 101 Laws of the Success Mindset Code. In this video, we will address the 34th law, the law of radical honesty. When we talk about radical honesty, we are not referring only to the idea of telling the truth to others. We are talking about telling the truth to ourselves first. Throughout life, many people build a version of themselves based on expectations, fears, or the desire to be accepted. This invisible costume affects relationships, careers, and especially financial decisions. After a certain age, when responsibilities increase and life offers fewer illusions, authenticity becomes not just important, but necessary. Radical honesty is the act of removing emotional masks and finally meeting your deepest needs, values, and dreams. Without this alignment, prosperity becomes difficult because money responds to clarity, direction, and truth. When we pretend, we sabotage our financial journey. When we embrace honesty, we unlock internal power. Radical honesty means confronting the stories you tell yourself. Deep inside, you know when a financial habit harms you. You know when you are spending to impress, avoiding necessary conversations, hiding debt, or refusing to ask for help. Many people attempt to maintain an illusion of stability, but illusions are expensive. They cost peace of mind, energy, and long-term wealth. When you dedicate yourself to acknowledging what is real, you shift from fantasy to strategy. People who prosper in the mature phase of life reach a point where pretending is heavier than the truth. They see that the price of faking success is much higher than the discomfort of admitting, "I need to change." Radical honesty begins with that moment of clarity. You face your finances without fear and say, "This is where I truly am, and this is where I must go." Take a look at the story of Helen. She lived many years trying to fit in. She hid her financial struggles and pretended to be satisfied with a career that did not reflect her values. Eventually, she reached an emotional breaking point. Instead of keeping silent, she became honest about her goals, limitations, passions, and fears. This honesty freed her. She evaluated her finances realistically, took responsibility, and asked for guidance. Because she became real, she attracted genuine relationships and opportunities. The moment she removed the mask, her life began to align. Prosperity blooms only when it meets authenticity. Radical honesty filters people, jobs, and decisions, leaving only what truly matters. Now consider Samuel. He constantly tried to please everyone. He avoided honest conversations about money, accepted commitments he could not afford, and hid key responsibilities behind excuses. On the surface, others admired him. Deep down, nobody really knew him. Because he never revealed his financial truth, nobody could help him grow. He felt lonely, even surrounded by people. His professional evolution stagnated, not because he lacked intelligence, but because he lacked authenticity. When you pretend to be someone you are not, you repel your true destiny. Money stays away from confusion and gravitates toward clarity. Radical honesty also requires vulnerability, something most adults struggle with. Sharing real emotions feels risky, especially after life has toughened you. But vulnerability is not weakness. It is maturity in action. When you admit your fears about money, your insecurities about career change, or your exhaustion from financial pressure, you create space for solutions. Silence creates debt. Honesty creates strategy. People around you can support your goals only if they know what they truly are. Radical honesty opens the door to mentorship, negotiation, investment partners, and the courage to say no when needed. You cannot reorganize your financial life while pretending everything is fine. Being authentic means living according to your deepest values. Many individuals at this stage of life continue making financial decisions based on external expectations. What friends think, what family demands, what society applauds. Radical honesty asks, what do I want in the next 10 years? What do I truly value? Maybe it is freedom, not status. Maybe it is stability, not approval. Without clarity of values, money becomes chaotic. With authenticity, every financial step becomes intentional. When you are honest, you set boundaries, reject unnecessary commitments, communicate needs, and stop making purchases to fill emotional gaps. Wealth is built through alignment, not imitation. Facing truth will often challenge your ego. Radical honesty asks you to acknowledge when you are wrong, to adjust your habits, to change strategies, and sometimes to admit you were living a life that was not yours. But this discomfort is transformational. Every major breakthrough begins with a brutally honest sentence. The way I have handled money until now no longer works. Those who thrive reinvent themselves, accept change, and build new patterns. If you resist truth, you remain trapped in cycles of scarcity. If you embrace it, you grow stronger. Radical honesty also changes your relationships. You begin to connect with people who appreciate your reality, not your performance. This reduces conflict, increases trust, and creates partnerships that elevate your financial life. You learn to say, I cannot afford this right now, or this investment is not aligned with my goals, without guilt. When you start voicing your real limits, you gain time, money, and peace. Relationships built on honesty are fertile ground for support systems, business collaborations, and financial accountability. In practical financial terms, radical honesty means looking at your numbers without fear. It means acknowledging debt, tracking expenses, facing late fees, and being transparent about income. It means having courageous conversations with partners about spending, saving, retirement, and responsibility. Many families collapse financially not because of money itself, but because nobody says the truth out loud. When you name the problem, you neutralize it. When you hide it, it grows. To cultivate radical honesty, ask yourself powerful questions. Where am I lying to myself financially? What emotional void am I trying to fill with spending? Who am I trying to impress? What truth am I avoiding because it would require change? These reflections reveal hidden patterns, and once you see them, you cannot unsee them. Radical honesty is liberation. As you adopt this law, your world reorganizes. The wrong people drift away, but the right people appear. Poor habits dissolve, but healthier ones emerge. Scarcity fades, and strategy replaces it. When you are radically honest, you no longer negotiate with your dreams. You take responsibility, show your authentic face, and build a life that matches the person you truly are. Prosperity is not just about accumulating money. It is about aligning your financial decisions with your honest identity. Life becomes lighter because pretending is heavy. Your mission now is simple. Choose honesty. Tell the truth about where you stand financially, who you are, what you value, and where you are going. Your future is waiting on the other side of authenticity. Did you like this video? Then you know what to do. Hit like, leave a comment, share it, and subscribe. Remember, this content is just the beginning. In the link below, in the comments, you'll find something special to keep growing.